Hey, what's going on? Sorry I'm a little late.
It's all good. How's your internet?
What's that?
How's your internet?
Más o menos. I live in like a ditch.
A what?
Like I'm surrounded by mountains, so
Oh, like a basin?
I'm in a basin. Yeah, that's a better word. I'm very careful about doing IG live feeds because I tend to get pixelated where the other person, and I'm the host. I was like, after that premiere RZA thing, I was like, how many people are talking about this after the fact? Like,
Yes.
I'm calling you talking about it. I'm sure there's a million other people calling their friends going, fuck, man, this is like crazy. And I always credit hip hop as getting around barriers.
Right.
And it took hip hop 5 minutes to take this pandemic and turn it around and be like, fuck this, we're still going. How many people cumulative do you think were tuned into that battle? A million?
Are you talking about RZA and Premier?
Yeah.
I think it was over 1 million.
Yeah, so you couldn't get that many people in a physical space.
No.
You tried.
It's not all bad. I mean, it's bad. It's
Yeah,
bad out there.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
It's bad out there. But, we can all make a conscious choice and a decision to embrace the silver lining of it. You know what I mean? I've known you now for probably, 25 years? Maybe longer?
25 years. The bomb party, 95, I think was when I met you, maybe?
Yeah, so was that the DNA Lounge?
Yeah. So that's 25 years ago.
You guys, Jurassic 5 had basically kind of just formed, I feel like.
In 95? Absolutely. Yeah. It was, I think we had just released the blunt version of Unified Revolution. Until the beat, y'all, and you don't stop. Rock the rhythm that'll make your finger pop. Until the...
I always felt like there was like Soul Sides and J5 were just sort of like kindred spirits. You know what I mean? I always felt like we were sort of like, it was like the California underground version of like Native Tongues. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you bring in other groups and start to become a super group, which is what y'all did, it's what we were doing. So like, yeah, exactly. When we met, it was almost like we knew each other already. It's like, oh shit.
So I've known you for a long time, but there are a lot of things that I really don't know, okay, that I wanted to ask you about. So you and Tuna were a group at first, right?
Yeah, well, I'll go to the beginning. I got bused to a school in Mid-City, but I lived in Hollywood. I live near Marshall, which is kind of where I live. And so in 1987, I met a guy named Marv Ski. Remember Marv Ski?
Shout out to Marv. Yeah,
shouts out to Marv. Like, I was still buying records in 86 and 87 at the warehouse. Like, I wasn't digging in used record stores.
Yo.
And this guy was like, what's up?
Did you just say the warehouse?
I said the warehouse, yeah.
I used to steal records from the warehouse. Continue.
So this guy was like, you're fucking around. You're doing it wrong. You should go to the used record stores. They have better shit. And I was like, why would I want to buy a used record? Like, it's beat up. He's like, no. Look, just come with me to this place called Rockaway and you'll see. And so he introduced me to Charlie Tuna and Mark 7 because they're all kind of in the same area of LA of Silver Lake, which is where this Marshall High is.
What grade were you in?
I was in 9th grade.
So freshman in high school.
Yeah. Hey, the warehouse in Tower Records was dope. Like, I already had James Brown records and like Big Beat Billy Squire and stuff like that. So I was bringing that to these jams. These guys were like, yo, who's this fucking 14-year-old white kid with fucking Bob James in his bag? And so I met Charlie in 87, and this guy was like, oh, if you play that James Brown record, Don't Tell It, he'll get happy and come up and talk to you. I was like, he seems like a cool dude. So I played it, And he used to roller skate to it apparently in Chicago before he moved to LA. And so
I'm asking him about that shit.
Yeah.
On roller skates, long ass t-shirt on and shit, roller skating.
Blanky arms, yeah, totally.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And Charlie isn't rapping at all. He's playing the background. Everybody else. I was like, what's up with this dude's fronting? Like, he's all like, he's got a cool leather coat on and he's tall and like looks like he can bust, but he ain't doing shit.
Talking about Tuna.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that dude. He can't rap because he didn't grab the mic. He was just trying to suss out the situation because the next time he came over and busted, I was like, oh shit, all right.
Battles and bitches and speaking about who you richer than. This is part of your mental condition and people lacking discipline. This shit messages while you listen and so separate the soldiers from the simpleton. Words together.
87 turns into 88. I get a sampler. I use my dad's 4-track reel-to-reel.
Wow.
Then he handed me down and I started making demos. My crates get a little deeper as I, start getting older and can drive, to record stores as opposed to like taking the bus.
What were you driving back then?
My mom's 77 Caddy Seville.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This maroon velour.
Fuck yeah.
Cover.
Hell yeah. All the realest people I know at one point in their life drove a Cadillac. All the realest people I know.
No doubt.
Anyway.
What is it about the Cadillac? Anyway, so then we started to shop demos to labels. And I remember Mark was like, yo, I met this person that works at Jive and we should give them our tape.
If you were down, you give me a pound in case you're gone. Now you're like the clown walking around with foundation on.
And then we made another demo, and this is where things started to heat up. They were like, this is going to go down. We're going to sign you guys. Like, it was looking really legit.
Wow.
And then something happened where the song that they really liked was called United We Stand, and it used the Jimi Hendrix Band of Gypsy sample that Digital Underground used. They came out, and it screwed it all up because it was like, you guys are too similar to them.
MCs, you like the way we swing? Well, listen close and make sure you don't miss a thing.
And when you think about it, visually, we were very similar. Like, Charlie had the same kind of build and complexion of Shock G. I look like DJ Fuse to this day. Money B is Mark 7.
Oh my God!
And come on, like, the looks were very similar, and the song used the same sample. So they were like, forget it.
That's funny, man.
And I was like, well, shit, man, that's a fucking stroke of bad luck. We look like these dudes and we sound like these dudes, and we don't even know these dudes.
Yeah.
It wasn't until we put out our own record where people were like, hey, we want to sign you.
Okay, so then you got this, you started getting interest from labels and so, and you were shopping demos and so forth, but then when did you start to meet like Soup and like, how did that, and Newmark, and how did that all come together?
In 91, we found a place called The Good Life, which was a place in South Central Los Angeles. Yeah. And it was a health food cafe where a woman and her son decided to do a hip hop night on Thursdays. My friends from Darkleaf were like, yo, fools are busting. I was like, how hard can people be busting at a health food store? I don't think
Right.
And totally. So, like, I was like, yeah, you go and, have fun. But then I went October 91, and the first thing I see is Micah 9 doing 7 Seal.
Be advised they'll come. Be advised they'll come in from a sky kingdom. Hear the trumpets and then be it.
I don't think that you can really say enough about the impact or the importance of the Good Life Cafe. Yeah, I mean,
I'm saying, and there's so many different aspects to it that are still relevant today, but it was something brand new that even me, considering myself an expert of the genre and the culture, this was completely uncharted territory for me. Like, I walked in there and I was like, I never heard no shit like this, and I've heard it all. And I was proud because it was from my hometown.
Right.
This was the first time when I walked in, I go, this shit's better than everything. In 92, I saw these guys called Rebels of Rhythm.
Right.
And it was Zakir and Akil,
and
another guy named Shawnee Mack. And so it was 3 of them. These guys were kind of a throwback to Treacherous 3.
We rock and don't stop. When it's the super cat,
they were harmonizing, you know, and I loved old school hip hop, so it really resonated with me. So I hit them up and I was like, I should do a joint because I think I could kind of kill that style musically. And the beat was actually inspired by Area by De La Soul. I got so hyped.
Oh, wow.
I got so hyped when they combined new rap language bass line. Do it! With Smoke and Chiba Chiba. Like they put them together.
Yeah.
Like I told you, see, I'm swimming in the daylight. I'm in my hood, man. My manhood worries you. I'm known for sampling.
And I was like, oh my God, that's so fucking dope. I'm gonna make a beat right now. And I made Unified Revolution, the beat in probably like 10 minutes.
Party people, are you with me? Are you with me? Party people.
When I did the beat and I gave it to them, they dug it. It's a Rebels of Rhythm song up until about 2/3, and then it switches with Charlie and Mark doing a back and forth, really intricate.
Dip, socializer, on the rise, the community's wiser and won't disguise the truth.
Imagine like the way Beasties or Run DMC would trade off, but it was like really intricate. Where it was like Charlie, Charlie, Mark, Charlie, Mark, Charlie, Mark.
Of the matter, we're sick of the idle chatter. The data, we bitter, will just like a infected, uncontrollably.
And then at the end, after that, they all come together where they trade like, what is it, like 2 bars, or it's like da 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 da, next guy, next guy, next guy, soup, 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 I'll kill, da da da, and it gets, everybody starts intertwining, and I was like, oh, this is great.
Brothers keep holding me back, I'm about to go nuts, man.
Cause niggas know I pay my dues and shit. I'm about to blow the fuck up, cause I refuse to quit. And this one.
That was so impressive to me and so special and so important to be able to see that a good record, a good career, strong commitment to artistry, people don't forget that, and that never goes away.
95 to 2002, 7 years. That was the span of our kind of proper time together, from Unified all the way to Power Numbers. Boom, that was it. That was strong. Like we hit the pavement hard.
Yeah.
3 gigs in a fucking day, like on opposite sides of the country, kind of shit. You know what I mean? We worked hard, and it takes that hard work to get to that point where you're at Coachella on the second stage and 75,000 people are like, this means something.
20 years later.
20 years later.
Or whatever it was, 15 years later, or
right.
And I think that oh shit.
We're being invaded by a fish.
What's up, fellas?
Wait, can you go away right now, Charlie? We're just talking shit. No, I'm just kidding.
There he is. Oh shit! Tuna's here.
What's up, fellas?